Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel of Vedic Astrology and Tarot. Today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic about mental and emotional health. We are going to use tarot cards to understand what kind of anxiety, irritability or depression you might be going through. But before we begin, please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Now we are discussing here any kind of anxiety, depression, or any kind of challenges that you are facing at emotional, spiritual, or physical level. And we are taking the help of cards to understand what these challenges are or could be that you are facing. You might be aware of it, sometimes we are not even aware of it. And we are trying to understand through tarot and through oracle cards what those challenges are and what needs to be done. If possible, we can help, if we can get some help, what needs to be done to overcome those challenges, overcome those problems that you might be facing in your life. But before I begin, I also want to say that this is not a substitute for a professional consultation. Just take it as a guidance, and if you feel after going through the reading that it resonates and you might need some help, please go and take that help from a professional counselor or a consultant or your doctor or whosoever you think you need to take help from. Here we're just going to delve into your psyche. We are just going to understand what is it that we are feeling or facing on a general level. So there are three different groups. This is group number 1, group number 2 and group number 3. I have kept 3 different rings on it. This is a golden ring, if you can see. This is for group number 1, golden heart. This is a brown stone. I don't know which stone this is. It's a brown square. This is group number 2, and this is a ruby design ring. Ruby and zircons are there in this ring. This is group number 3. So you decide according to the number, use your intuition, or you can use the elements that I have kept on the top of the cards. Take your time. So if you need more time, please pause the video. I'll begin with group number 1. So let's begin group number 1. I'm going to keep it here. I hope you can see it, and this is the heart-shaped golden ring. Now these 2 cards will tell us the solution for the problem that we are facing, and these cards are going to talk about the problem. I shall be shuffling some tarot cards as well as we progress through the reading. Now let's begin. Now this is the Vedic astrological deck. This tells us which area of the life that you need to be working on, or which area of the life is posing a challenge for us as of now. So for you, my group number 1, your energy that you are going through is Pitta energy. Now this Pitta energy is the energy of transformation. This is the energy of somebody who is extremely action oriented, somebody who has leadership skills, somebody who is very direct, very impatient, very muscular, has a very good metabolism, is very intense and forceful. Basically Pitta energy people are the leaders. They have a lot of heat in their body. So as far as their problems are concerned, maybe they'll have high BP because they get angry very fast, or they're very passionate. Pitta people are very passionate about all the things that they need to do in their life, and they are totally into whatever it is they're doing at that moment, and they don't like to be they don't like opposition. They don't like to be deterred from their path. So I feel during these times that we are going through, somewhere this Pitta energy is getting blocked, because that's the card which has come. So you might be somebody who is a very energetic, leader kind, forceful, passionate person, but you're not able to do what you're meant to be doing. It could be in your work sphere. Many of us have to change our work ways. Many businesses have shut down. There is lot people are staying at home, so there could be a lot of arguments at home because you are not able to channelize your energy outside. It might get focused inside, so it could give you a lot of heartburn, a lot of acidity issues, as I said, mentioned earlier, hypertension issues. It can give you a lot of anxiety. Now, if the Pitta person if this kind of a person, if what my group 1 is showing in the astrological deck, is not able to these people should be doing something as simple as exercising, running, jogging, because there's so much of energy, there's so much of force in their system that they need to let it go. For them, it needs to be channelized, for them to have a clear mind, right? So that is what I think you have not been able to do, because of the pandemic, we have not been able to go for running or jogging. People have been clustered in their home, and this could have created a problem because you are not able to meet as many people as you could have. All the meetings are online, and everybody is sitting at home, so it could be leading to a lot of arguments at home as well, because what else to do, where else to channelize ourselves. So this could be a challenge which my group number 1 could be facing as of now, and it is creating a lot of anxiety and a lot of maybe because you people have a very strong digestion, so the first thing which the Pitta person suffers is acidity, because there's too much of heat getting created. So you could be creating that, you could be suffering from that, and it could be leading to allied issues related to that. You could be very irritable, you could be quick to anger, might not know what to do with your life, very confused. So those are the energies that you might be going through as of now. Now let's look further ahead what the cards have to say. This is the Akashic Tarot deck which I'm using. It is showing me King of Keys. Now again, King of Keys is a very active person. You can see that he's standing on the horse and he's moving towards his castle. So he's a very active person. He's very methodical. He's very focused on whatever job that is at hand. So it is also showing that you're worried about your work, because this card has come, King of Keys. This is King of Pentacles in a Rider-Waite tarot deck. So it shows that the challenge that you're facing is related to your workspace of your life. You're not able to put in as much as work as you would have wanted to otherwise. You're not able to reap as much of benefit as you would have thought you might have been reaping, because this is a King of Keys, that you could be the head of you could be at a very high position in your job, or you could be having your own business. It could mean either of the things. There could be a lot of pressure on you to meet the deadlines, and that pressure you're finding difficult to meet because of the situation which is going around. Maybe not, the business that you expected is not coming your way, and it is coming very slowly, and that is also creating a problem and creating a lot of anxiety issues with you. So this is what the King of Keys is telling me. Now we have the other Akashic, Two of Scrolls. So it could be, not all, but some of you are conflicted about the kind of work that you want to do. Now if you see the Two of Scrolls, I hope you can see this woman standing here looking at the coins. This is all the coins lying here, all the prosperity around her, but she's not looking too happy, is she? She's contemplating, she's looking at the fire, and there at the window you can see, if you can, I hope you can see, a monastery is shown from this window. So the confliction here is which way to go. Should I be closer to my spiritual self, or should I be working towards earning money, earning my coin? So that's the conflict that this card has. And it could be that most of you or all of you or some of you are having this conflict about the way you need to progress in your life. Maybe because of the time that you have had to spend with yourself and your family, you might have come to a conclusion that you need to do something which is very spiritual, which is very, very close to your heart, and you are yet not decided how to go about it. That's the conflict that I see. That's the confusion that I see. So yeah, this card, Two of Worlds, it's showing two different worlds, one material, one spiritual, and a person standing in between trying to decide which way she has to go or he has to go. So when I see both these cards, and also if you see, this Pitta energy is all about transformation. This energy transforms because what this actually means is that the food we eat goes in our stomach and is with the fire in our stomach is converted into energy. So anything from one form to the other, the power to transform one thing from one element to another is what Pitta energy has. So here what we see is that though you are worried about your work, in both these cards there is a worry about work, but in the second card it's showing me you are conflicted about your path now. You might want to be on a different path than you were already on, and you want to change the direction of your work. So that's another thing which is giving you stress, which is making you think. I think it could be giving you sleepless nights. It could be giving you a lot of emotional turbulence that you might be going through, my group number one. Now let's see what the Moonology cards have to say. Now this is a Moonology deck. Oh, now this couldn't have been more apt. It's saying new moon is Scorpio. It's saying work through your fears. So Scorpio is also an extremely transformative energy. It's about rebirth. It's about reform. It's about transformation. So that is the solution, my group number one. And that is also your conflict that you're going through. That's your emotional turbulence that you're going through is related to your own internal transformation. You have reached the stage in your life where you realize that you cannot continue for long continue on the journey, on the path that you have been on for so long in your life. You need to change that path. You need to walk more inwards and find out what your core true reality is. You need to be in touch with your spiritual self, and that is what is creating a conflict or a question mark in your mind. How to go about it? What is it that I need to do? And if I stop making as much money as I was making, will I be able to make the ends meet? Which is a very, very logical fear which you might be having. But what this whole deck is talking about, well, all these cards are talking about, is that whatever it is that you're going to decide, you are going to be a different person maybe next year from now. When you look at yourself, when you look back at this time in your life, say after 2 years, you will not be the same person. You might not be even doing the same work, or even if you're doing the same work, you're doing it differently. You are more in tune with the universe. You are more in tune with your own core reality. You are just not making money for money's sake. There is more value added to it. I know ultimately it's a beautiful thing, but when you're going through that phase of change, it's the most challenging thing. So you are going through a lot of challenges as we speak, my group number one. So now let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Now these are illuminated tarot cards. It's one of my favorite decks. So let's see what messages we have in store for you. How you are going to be how you are going to move further ahead. How is group number one going to, will you be able to change the way you're doing things, or will you be able to find your own path? Let's see what the cards have to say. What are the energies that are coming your way? Okay. Number one. You are so stuck and so stubborn about everything. Cards are also not falling easily. Let's see what they have to say. Oops. Alright, I'll take these. Alright, I'll keep it here. Now let's see what the tarot cards we have drawn. Okay, this is Two of Cups. This is a Temperance in reverse. Alright. The Death card. There is definitely ending of something, but you're not not yet ready to begin it. You're not ready to begin your endings. You are stuck in the place that you are stuck, because of course the Pitta energy and the King of Keys, these are very stubborn energies. You find it difficult to change yourself, because the King of Keys is a earth element, and of course a leader always feels that he's right, he's on the right track. It's difficult for you to change. So that's what these two cards are saying. Something is ending, though some kind of a transformation is coming your way, but you are still not ready for it. You're not accepting it with open arms. So what's happening? Yeah, Hierophant also in reverse. Lovely. Now we have Ace of Pentacles, which is the card of Moon in this deck, which has come out straight. And we have a Chariot straight. So what it shows me, my dear group number one, is though there is, as I said, there is a lot of anxiety, there is a lot of fear, there's a feeling of not knowing what to do, because Hierophant is also come into the reverse. So you right now are not trusting your own higher self, you're not trusting your own inner self. You feel that you will not be able to make the right decision, and that's the energy you're going through now. But things are shifting, things are ending, things are changing as we speak. And that change, once you accept, because you are going to fight it, that's what the cards are telling me. These cards as well as these cards, you're fighting that change, you're resisting things that are coming your way. You are not trusting your instinct or your intuition, which we call as of now. Right now you're not trusting it, but then the Moon card and the Chariot is telling me soon things will start shifting. Soon you will know that what you feel and how you need to and mean to progress further ahead is the right way for you. Because Moon also shows indecision, Moon also shows confusion, but it is also a very, very powerful spiritual psychic force. So I would suggest, if some kind of dreams are coming to you as of now, because Moon is the card of night and dreaming, if you're not able to sleep in the night, and if you're seeing certain dreams, go online and check what could be this interpretation of that dream. And you might be having some repeat dream, some dream coming to you over and over again, and your higher self trying to knock on your head and trying to tell you this is what you need to do, because you're resisting that higher self as of now. So listen to your intuition, listen to your dreams, and then things will progress further ahead in a very, very beautiful manner. Because the last card which we have got is the Chariot, which means no confusion, no holding back, nothing. I mean, you're on your path, you know where you're going, and you know how to reach it. You are in your warrior mode, which is your energy of Pitta, being on a warrior mode, knowing where you're going and how to reach it. So once you're out of all these confusions, I think speak to your friends, speak to your family, speak to somebody with whom you can talk about your fears without the feeling of judgment. And once you start talking about it, you will get clarity. I think everything is held inside because you have that persona, or maybe you have those many responsibilities of everybody around you, and you feel you cannot talk about your fears. But that's not the case. You can and you should. And once you do that, only then the clarity will come to you, and then is when things will start moving forward for you in a very, very beautiful and effortless manner. Now let's see what the Goddess Tarot has to say. This is the Goddess Tarot. These are the guidance and the solutions which I feel could be pertaining to your problem. Coventina, purification. Can you see how beautiful this card is? It's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. So you have to let go of all the negative thoughts, all your fears, and all your blockages which you feel are there, which might be real or they might be imaginary. But the Goddess is saying it's time for purification. Maybe you should go for an actual detox, for an Ayurvedic detox course, or this could also be a detox of mind, wherein, as I said, talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to somebody whom you feel you are connected to. Stop hiding everything inside and stop trying to find the solutions on your own, because right now you're not trusting your inner guidance, which is okay. It happens when we go through a major transformation period in our life. We need help. Talk to your talk to somebody who is mature, whose opinion you value. Discuss what you're feeling with that person, and you shall find your way. Now let's see what the Yogic Tarot has to say. It's a very beautiful tarot deck. Oh, awesome. It says Buddha. So Buddha is anybody who is self-aware, who has realized their true potential, who understand what the way ahead is, and who are in touch with their spiritual reality. So this is what you will become at the end of the day. I'm not saying you're going to leave your family and friends and renunciate everything and go to a forest and sit under the tree and meditate. I mean, if that's what you want to do, maybe you'll do that. But what the Buddha actually means is self-awareness and self-realization, which you are lacking as of now. As I said, these cards have come, Temperance and Hierophant has come upside down. So that means you are not trusting your inner awareness, you're not trusting your inner self right now. But what the yogic path is saying, that that's what you will eventually do, that's what will eventually come about, wherein you will know where you need to go and how you need to progress. And for that you need to detoxify, you need to let go of fears, you need to let go of negativity. What happens when we detoxify? We let go of things which are negative from our body, from our mind, from our soul. So that's what you need to do. Maybe go on a holiday, just take a break from your routine and stand a little separate from your routine life and look at it more objectively, and you will know which way you need to move, how you need to progress, and how you need to move ahead in life. So that is it for my group number 1. I hope it helped and it resonated. Please let me know in the comment section how it has been helpful to you. Thank you for your time. Now let's see what's in store for group number 2. I'll keep this here where you can see it, I hope. Yes, you can. Now let me reiterate again that today we are delving into what kind of an emotional, psychological, personal or physical issues you might be facing, if any. Not necessarily that you have to face these issues for, sometimes we have no problems in life, that can also happen. But this is just a guideline and not a substitute for a professional consultation or help. So please take it as such. Now let's see what group 2 has in store. Now I will read these cards later because these are the solutions for the whatever problems that we will see are cropping up here. I will also use the tarot cards. These are my favorite cards, illuminated tarot cards, to know deeper into your situation. Now let's see. Now this is the Vedic astrology deck. This is the new deck which I've got. So this tells us which area of life you need to be focusing, or which area of your life is challenging for you as of now. So let's see. It says signs. So which sign? All right, Gemini. So it could be that many of you watching this video are air sign people, and even if you are not, understand that all the energies are present in our life at various degrees and at various points of time. So what does Gemini energy means? Now Gemini is the sign of it is a very versatile sign. It's a very intelligent, versatile sign. It's ruled by the planet Mercury. These people are quick-witted, they are flirtatious, they are very intelligent, very versatile, very inconsistent, and their main focus or their main desire is to communicate, to get in touch with other people. Gemini loves to be the heart of a party, or they always have an interesting tidbit or an interesting information or communication to do, and they are very good talkers. So that's the strength of a Gemini. And a very happy-go-lucky, very interesting characters. All the Geminis are very, very intelligent. They will always try to try different things, try to try new things. If any zodiac sign wants to try something different and something new in life all the time, constantly, then that's a Gemini. And that could become a problem during these times. Maybe that's what you are facing, that you are not able to maybe experiment as much as you would want to in your life, and you're just bored, because Gemini gets bored very fast. That's the flip side of being so intelligent and so versatile, that you get bored very fast if you're not able to experiment, if you're not able to meet as many people, if you're not able to try as many new things. So this energy can make you feel very bored, very very out of sorts with things, and you might not know what to do. You might feel that there is no opportunity available. So the this energy can make you feel very stuck. That's the feeling I'm getting, that my pile number 2 somehow feels that they are stuck in whatever it is that they have been doing, or whatever it is that has been offered to them. It's not as interesting, as exciting as they want it to be. Life has been a little dull for you, my dear Geminis, but it's not just for you, it's been that way for all of us in the past couple of months, isn't it? So now let's see what the other cards have to say about group number 2. Now these are the Akashic tarot deck which I'm using. Oh, lovely. This is the major arcana number 22, Adsum. This is called Adsum. So you can see here the girl is sitting reading, and she has a lot of people around her, and some of them looking real, and some of them are looking like spirits. So this card says, as it's denoting, that you have a lot of help around you. You are actually not alone. So maybe my Geminis are the people, my group number 2 are the people who belong to larger families, or who have been very good at communicating with people online, because that's the Gemini energy. You will not let the possibility that you are not able to physically meet somebody bog you down. You are the first person to go on a Zoom call or a Google Meet, or whichever way you can communicate and connect with people. So what this card is telling me, that you are surrounded by help is around you. So don't feel that you are bogged down. It could be temporary, or it's actually not there. It's actually your desire to go out and be more physically active that is creating a problem for you as of now. Otherwise there is no issue, because this is a very very powerful, beautiful energy where the angels are surrounding you. You have all the help that you require, and all you need to do, all this card is telling you, is that come out of your mind and be in the present. And if you are in the present, success is yours in whichever endeavor you have put your mind to, be it personal, be it professional, be it physical, be it spiritual, whichever thing that you put your mind to, you will be very successful at it. All you need to do is to say that I'm present, I'm there. Don't just go in your own journey of your own imagination and lose touch with the reality. That's the only thing which this card is saying, because the next card is also very beautiful. It says Akashic field. Akashic field is the field which has all the answers. So again, it's saying you have the help of all the angels, all the spirit guides. Everybody is trying to help you and guide you, and you're aware of it. Suddenly things start working for you, which were not working before. Suddenly you feel more successful. Suddenly you feel more positive information is coming your way. So you're aware that you're getting help from the higher realm, because both these cards are saying the same thing, that you have help, you have the Akashic knowledge. That means you are in touch with your spiritual self. So you should not let the feeling of boredom or being stuck come in the way of anything that you're doing, because I don't see any other problem which my group number 2 is facing, apart from their own desire for maybe more God knows, maybe more drama possibly. Maybe life has been too simple. My life has been too straightforward for you, my group number 2, and you are feeling, oh, I need some kind of an activity to happen because everything is happening so well for me. So where is the challenge? Maybe that's what you are feeling. You wish to, have a kind of a challenge in your life which is not happening, because things are flowing very, very smoothly for you, my group number 2. Now let's see what Moonology deck has to say. Beautiful. It says full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. So whenever full moon eclipse occurs, it means actually a door is getting shut. Whatever you had to do, you have done. Now leave it to the gods, leave it to the spirit, leave it to the universe. Let them decide. Let them, things will move at their own pace, and you really don't have to do anything. Poor dears, you really want to do things, and now again, Moonology deck is saying you really have to do nothing. Things will flow, the natural course of events will happen, and conclusions will be drawn. So, what you need to do is you need to keep patience, which is very difficult for you, Geminis. Keeping patience is not your strong point, but that's what you need to do at this juncture in your life. That's what the Moonology deck is saying. Keep patient. Whatever had to be done has been done in a present, any situation, in whatever situation, be it personally, professionally. Maybe you have sent your resume, maybe you have sent your proposal, and now what else can you do? You just have to wait, and you have to wait for the other person to respond. So that's what's happening. That's the position. That is why you're feeling a little bored, you're feeling a little out of sorts, that now because all the cards are denoting a waiting kind of a period, and the feeling that you have is that things are not moving fast enough for you. So that's the challenge or the problem which my group number 2 is having. Now let's see what the tarot cards have to say. These are illuminated playing cards, very beautiful illustrations, one of my favorite decks. So let's see what it has to say for group number 2. Okay, I'll take this card, and I will not take so many. Yeah, cards are also popping out in bundles. Let's see. Let me see what these three are saying. So it's saying balance, justice. So things in your life are coming into balance, and whatever is not in balance is ending. That's the Death card. And the last is the Hierophant. As I said, Hierophant is again divine help, help from somebody senior, or getting guidance in your life. So you are at this point of time, you're very balanced, even if certain things in your life are ending, as this conclusions are within reach. Full moon and eclipse says that a door is being shut. Maybe something has ended, but it's not being a very, very great bother for you, because justice is here and the Hierophant is here. So you are being balanced, and you are being guided, and you know what had to go has gone, and you can do nothing about it, and it's not a great loss for you any which way, is my group number 2, because you have been divinely guided, and you have been, and it's been a very and the second thing, most interesting thing, is that all these three are the major arcana cards, which means again what this full moon eclipse says: things are out of your hand. It has to happen. What has to happen will happen during its own time, and all you need to do right now is wait. I'm sorry, that's what all you need to do right now, my group number 2, is to wait for things to change and the things to shift. And I actually don't see any major issue cropping out of it, apart from the fact that you might want to take some action, you might want to do something more inclusive, but you really don't have to. You have to wait for things to unfold. So you have to control your natural urges of jumping ahead and going ahead and doing things on your own. So that's what you need to control. That urge you need to control, which could be creating a lot of unhappiness in you, I could say, or it could be making you irritable. It could be also, some of you might get anxious. Some of us who cannot do things with their own are not very good at waiting. Many of us are not very good at waiting. That waiting part gives us anxiety, so that creates a emotional issue. But when I see the cards, unlike my group number 1, group number 2 has no emotional issues. So let's see what the Goddess Tarot has to say. Unirva, it says true love. The romantic strings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Now, when this card comes, it's not just talking about, the love between different genders. It's not talking only about the romantic love. This goddess is also talking about loving yourself, loving your surrounding, loving your family. Just give out the energy of love to the universe, and more abundance and more love will be reflected back to you. That is what Gunirva is saying. And now this is the Yogic Path Tarot deck. Can you see how beautiful this is? Now it says Santosha. Well, Santosha is a feeling of peace, It's the feeling of completion. It's the feeling of things being in its proper place, and that one point or that place in your life wherein you are in complete synchronicity with the universe, and you are at complete peace. You know your place in the universe, and things are just fine. So that is what I was telling you, group number 2. Things are just fine with you. You have all the help, all the support, everything that you need. Just enjoy this part of your life, and don't try to take unnecessary action where it is not needed. Wait for things to unfold, because enjoy this moment, this feeling of bliss that you are feeling, that is coming your way as of now. So that is what this card Santosha is saying. Such beautiful, beautiful energies. Good luck to my group number 2. I hope this resonated. Now let's see what's in store for group number 3. Now let's see what group 3 has in store. I'll just keep it here where you can see it. All those who chose group number 3, I'll say it once again, that we are checking the energies which could be giving you anxiety or depression, or giving you tension, or emotionally we feel out of sorts. We will come to know, we will see which aspect of your life is having putting so much of pressure on you as of now. But this is just a general reading. It's only there as a guidance. That's how it should be used, and it is not a substitute for professional help. So if you need professional help, please go for it. Right now we are just checking the energies that you are going through, right? So now let's begin. Now these 2 cards I will see at the end, because they present the solution to the problem. Now this is the Vedic astrological deck tarot. Now I'm going to see what is the main area of focus that we have to look into as of now. So that's the Virgo energy. It's called Kanya Rashi. Now the ruler of Kanya is Mercury. The ruler of this Rashi is Mercury. Now what Virgo people are very self-critical, and lot of analysis they do. They're extremely, extremely intelligent, very methodical, because intelligence and methodical, because they are ruled by Mercury. But their problem is over analysis. They are shy, they are domesticated. You want to have regular routine in your life, and if that routine is disturbed, then you can be very, very agitated. But when this Virgo energy is coming as a challenge for us, then it means that maybe it's a time that you are doing too much of overthinking and too much of self-analysis, and you are feeling that the changes that you need to do, or the way you need to progress in life, it's not working that way, because you are extremely methodical, you are extremely discriminatory, you are this group number 3 energy which you're going through right now. Maybe always you have been like this, or maybe this is a phase that you're going through, that you're overthinking things, and you're feeling that maybe I'm not up to it. You're feeling lack of confidence is what I can feel from this card, that your confidence somewhere somehow is shaken in yourself mostly than in the other people around you. So now let's see what the other cards have to say. This is the Akashic Tarot deck. Okay, as I said, the confidence is shaken. So this is Caught in the Ruins. It's the major arcana number 16 in the Akashic Tarot deck. So you can see here are 2 people sitting, and it seems like they're sitting in a prison, but there is no roof on top. So I feel, when I look at this card, that maybe there have been certain situations, or there have been certain decisions you have made which have not been up to the mark. You're feeling that you could have done things differently, and that's giving you a lot of stress, because you are not able to change yourself as fast, and you're feeling that you're caught in a cycle, and you're imprisoned by your own thoughts, because you see this prison can be easily broken. There is no roof, and it's an old corrugated gate. It can be broken easily, but these 2 guys are sitting inside thinking what to do, because you are caught in the prison of your own making. You are not able to relieve yourself, you are not able to let go of certain things, certain habits, certain situations, certain people who are not working in your life. and you are not able to let go of it because you thought that this is it. I have made the right choice, I have made the right decision. But sometimes we don't make the right decisions, and everybody has to correct themselves. But you are at a stage wherein you are not ready to accept, because as I said, Virgo energy is very self analytical, it's very critical, and also you feel how to go about things. You really don't have the clarity of the path. That's what's happening with you, my group number 3. And now, but fear not, we have 3 of scrolls. It's setting your course. Can you see? This guy is looking far ahead in the distant future, and there is a rainbow, beautiful rainbow, little clouds, and they're setting their course. So very soon you will know which way to move forward and what to leave behind. Because if you're going on a sea, on a ship, then you are definitely leaving something behind. You can't take entire, everything with you on the ship. So you are definitely will have the clarity of where to move forward to, where you need to progress, and how you need to progress. But right now you are in the energies where you feel you are imprisoned, where you feel stuck, you feel you are not able to move, you don't know what is the right path. But don't worry, my group number 3, soon you will have that clarity of what is the right path. And once you have the courage to drop things which are not working in your life, that's what will give you maximum clarity of how to move forward. It could be a job which you were doing for so many years. Maybe that job is neither giving you satisfaction nor as much of money. So you need to let go of that job. Maybe it could be maybe it could be a relationship which is not working, and you need to let go of that relationship for the better of both the parties. It could be that there are certain habits that you have which are not healthy for you, and you need to drop those habits because they're interfering in your life. So whatever needs to be dropped, whatever needs to be shifted or changed or transformed, I think in near future you will have the clarity and the courage to do it, my group number 3. But right now you're not at a good place, I would say. Now let's see what the Moonology cards have to say. Mutable moon, nothing is yet set in stone. So this is in keeping with what I'm saying. Though you feel you are stuck, but things can change. That's what this Moonology card, this is a Moonology deck. So that is what this card is also saying, that this moon is mutable. This is a mutable sign which says things are not set in stone. As you move forward, you can do the changes that you need to do. That means manifestation of the end result is in your hands. You are at a very powerful place in your life, whether you know it or not, that you can change the end result. Sometimes the end result is fixed. We have no say in what's going to happen, but sometimes we have the say in what's going to happen. So this is the stage, or this is the situation that you're going through right now. Even though you feel you are not in the driver's seat, but still you can navigate your way out of it, out of this difficult situation where you feel you have landed. All right, now let's see what the tarot cards have to say, what guidance the tarot has to give for group number 3. What should group number 3 do? Beautiful energies, group number 3. So this is a Sun card. This is the card of King of Swords, and sorry, it came out like this. This is Temperance. So let me tell you at the onset, whatever confusion or darkness you feel you are facing right now will be over soon, because Sun is here. Sun is here showering its all the light and glory onto you. Things will become more clear. This energy of being stuck, of being not able to move forward, will dissipate soon. Trust your instinct, trust your intellect, I would say, because King of Swords is also here. So you have the clarity, you have the know-how of how to move forward, and the Temperance is saying things are going to be healed in your life soon. So these are 3 very, very beautiful positive cards that have come for you, my group number 3. So things are going to be healed by your clarity. You are going to have clarity of vision of how to move forward, and just don't doubt yourself too much. I think You have been going through some hard patch in your life of late, and that has shaken your belief in yourself. Now when we do not believe yourself, that's the biggest feeling of stuck that comes. That's the biggest roadblock that we face when we feel we don't know what's to be done. But what these cards are saying, you are aware. And I suggest, because King of Swords have also come, that you discuss it with some like-minded people whom you trust, whom you respect, whatever problems that you're going through, and solutions will then come to you, because this temperance is a beautiful, healing, soft, gentle energy. So things will fall in place, the solutions will come to you, because Sun card has come. That's the most positive card in the tarot deck. That card has come for you. It's telling you, don't fear, don't hesitate, do what you need to do, and you know the path. It's not that your inner calling is not your intuition is not active and you're not listening to it. It's just that you're doubting yourself too much. So I would suggest, starting today, stop doubting yourself and just go ahead and do what you need to do. Remove the things which are not working in your life. Change the way that you're doing things which have been toxic for you and which have been sabotaging for yourself. Just change those things and see how the energy flows for you. Now let's see what the Goddess Tarot has to say. Transformation, Butterfly Maiden. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings you great blessing. Do I need to say anything more? So you need to do some major changes in your life, which you are aware that need to be done. You've just been very stubborn about it. So stop being stubborn, make those changes, and remove the tension and the stress from your life. It's all in your hands. Once you decide, okay, this is it and this is how I need to progress, you will know what's to be done. And this is the Yogic Path Tarot deck. It says karma. So karma is the energy of action. So as I said, now this is so interesting. My group number 2 had to do no action and things would have fallen for them in place. For you, you need to take some decisive action, and that would decide how things are progressing in your life. And the good thing is, as the tarot cards are saying, you know what the right action is. So that's the reason why you will create positive karma, because karma can be negative or karma can be positive, because it's the actions are in our hands. So you will be able to create positive karma, and you need to make those changes, because all the cards are pointing towards one thing, that you need to make certain decisions and you need to follow through those decisions. And all the anxiety, all the distress, all the negativity that you're feeling as of now, it could be depression, it could be any kind of negative toxic behavior people are having around you, or you have started doing some behavior which is not healthy for you. You know what it is, you know how to stop it, and you will be able to do so in your future. So you have your future in your hands, my group number 3. Good luck to you. Let me know in comment sections how the reading resonated with you. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.